Welcome to the Silent Hill Ascension post show. I am still Layla. That is still Noah. Wow, Noah, lot going on, eh?
Oh, Lordy Lord, Layla. Oh, my Lordy Lord. This was a lot. Eric really came through here. I loved
literally through like a skull.
Right. Totally through and through. And I loved, like, the second person was like, your daughter is evil, blah, 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 blah. Like the first person too, but they got shot first. The second person, it seemed like Eric maybe is hearing them out. Then was like, nah, you don't talk about faith like that.
No, he really went for it. And I like that Faith and I share something, which is that when we see something really traumatic happen, we go, that was bad. And that's kind of the extent of our processing.
Yeah, that was bad. But she did ask him, did you ever kill anyone? I believe this was his first. His cherry just got popped. Well, I don't know about his past,
We don't know. That's the thing, right?
I don't know why he had to live where his country was, but I don't know. Maybe it was suspicious circumstances.
Yeah, who's to say? Because he was real comfortable taking that shot. And man, what a trigger finger, quite literally. So hey, let's take some time to review what happened directly in that aftermath. Production will put up the video that premiered it today in the background, which is when Eric and Faith reconnect with Rachel and Nora, but Nora learns something new about the couple. Noah, what a reveal. The Hernandez family lives in Nora's childhood home, which means that they had something to do with her brother's death.
This is so, oh my God. Like, at first, my first instinct was like, I know her brother isn't Toby. No. Like, of course we know, because Toby's Joy's brother, but like, like they do have some blood on their hands.
Apparently, the steel mill continues to loom over all of our collective heads here. And it continues to loom just a little taller and a little taller and a little taller every time we learn something new about what may or may not have transpired there. And now, Nora is apparently one step closer to solving the mystery behind what happened, and more specifically, what happened to her brother. And this pretty rightfully upset with the Hernandez family for not saying anything, but also, how does that even come up in conversation?
Right. Did she actually show them the letter and it said the from address? And they were like, we don't know anything about it. No, that's not what happened. They did not know. But like Nora also, she was like, somebody's pretending to be my brother. She got a second letter before she showed up at the Hernandez estate, bed and breakfasts and monsters. But yeah, so Nora's already like just about had it. She cannot get another letter from her deceased brother. She went to figure it out, and child, this is the Hernandez house. I don't know that they had anything to do with it, honestly.
And we really don't quite yet, but we're starting to get the sense that maybe there is some stuff going on that we're not quite privy to. But hey, speaking of incidents, that's barely a transition, but we're gonna go with it anyway. We gotta get back into Fate and Hope to remind the good folks. I noticed, I did notice that Astrid's hope is quite high, so good job, guys. She used to be quite low, and now she's recovered somewhat, which is great. Good for Astrid and for the fans of Astrid. But Noah, would you talk us through a little bit the Fate Notes?
Yes, and Drew, I see Drew, Jacuz Eduardo.
Yeah, Yeah, what's happening? Eduardo getting thrown under the bus here.
Oh my God, Eduardo is listening. And by the way, I didn't get a chance to shout out Turbo Bastard. I love the rally cry, so just wanted to clarify that.
Yes,
sorry.
thank you. You've put us in the ranks with Miss Monica Lewinsky for being in a rap verse, which is my thing I flex to everybody now.
This is beyond flattering. Thank you so much. But yeah, so the decisions, endurance scenes, and puzzles all contribute to whether a character will face redemption, suffering, or hope at the end of the canon run here. And fate is decided across the length of the season. The character's hope needs to be high enough for them to survive a crucial story moment.
It absolutely does. And so, we've been audience, excuse me. We have been on a long journey together, a beautiful journey, and we're still on it. And we've seen some highs, and we've seen some lows. And again, we simply haven't seen, it's been a couple of weeks since a character is had a conclusion. So just logic dictates that maybe there's another incident in the future. So, interacting with the Endure and making sure to get that hope high, or doing the puzzles or the mindfulness activities is going to be a good way to maybe save some of your faves. Because the clock's a ticking and fate's a calling.
Fate's a calling, and you're right. It's Silent Hill Ascension, and we haven't had any deaths in a moment. We didn't have, I don't know, some things.
Well, we've had some deaths, but not ones that have had to do with the Fate Gnosis.
No, oh yeah, no. I mean, who are they even? If you have a hope, if you don't have a hope meter, do you even exist? This is ridiculous. I have a hope meter too, by the way, personally, in my personal life. But so we've been on this journey together. It's been a wonderful journey, but it's kind of like an insurance policy for your favorite character. By the way, my father just told me he got married, and he told me that he's getting an life insurance, and to me it sounds like he's asking to be murdered. I've seen maybe too many crime to true crime. Don't get life insurance. Somebody will kill you. Sorry. But let's look at Eric's character profile.
Let's take a look at Garrett's character profile production.
I'm literally sweating, so I'm sorry. That's why. Okay. So the general sentiment of our boy Eric is strong redemption and negative hope. The top decision has been, whose side will Eric tell Xavier is on? And the side was fate, which was the redemption at 67%. And the most heated decision was, how will Eric respond to Xavier's invitation? And y'all know that he offered himself to this as the satire, which was the damnation option, resulting in the lovely Morgie, over stop Krista from participating, which was the redemption option, with less than 0.1% difference. Sorry.
Yeah, New Town says, congrats to your dad, Noah, for now.
Oh my Christ.
And then Ate asks, Layla, you good? I don't know, probably. Listen, we got some close calls. It's interesting to see what you guys find contentious, right? Because there's decisions like today's where it's 69% of the audience wants one option, and then the other two are stragglers, so it's kind of a safe bet. And then it's funny that the decisions that you guys find consequential and the ones that get really close and really contentious are actually less about narrative kind of driving impact, and are a lot of the times the social stuff, right? It's a lot of the messy decisions, the Morgies, the Howgrid stuff, talking, the sultry affairs we were having kind of in the beginning, the birth of the Escandalo, that kind of stuff. Right. And so my office is also very legitimately hot, which is why the fan
it's literally hot, right?
We're just warm today. But it's those kinds kinds of things. So it's very interesting, audience, that those are your priorities. And I'm really looking forward to, as we kind of inch closer and closer to the end of the canon run and things get more and more intense, what you guys will find important.
Right. But of course, they only make those salacious decisions for the articles. They only read it for the articles. So I see Jinx Sprinkles here is very happy that Morgie and Hagrid are big wins, that they happened. Yes, this was us together. We created this debauchery. We are, hedonistic sometimes in our ways. But sometimes I just hear myself echo and then get distracted. But we do have an ongoing decision, right?
That we sure do. Production, if you wouldn't mind putting up that graphic. And then Noah, I gotta throw it right back to you.
I am catching it. I never catch, by the way, anything. Oh, I don't even want to make that joke. It's too easy. Okay, so let me see with my itty bitty little screeny. Okay, so how will Rachel respond to Faith's followers? She could A, attack them, B, challenge their beliefs, or C, demand they follow her. And this is interesting because we know our girl Rachel, she has a flair for the Foundation, and she does like to be a leader. As she said to Nora in that awesome heart-to-heart, she's like, I don't trust anybody. And that was so relatable, right? I know it was relatable when she said, if I don't do things myself, they don't get done.
Which is interesting, right? Because when you think about the qualities of a good leader, I want to talk a little bit just based on all the leadership books I've read, which is something you do as a producer. The quality of a good leader is actually the opposite. It's to trust the people surrounding you to carry out the things that you delegate to them. And then, instead of hoarding all the power for yourself out of a sense of anxiety. That is not a very healthy relationship to leadership that Rachel's got there. But that being said, she does get results in her own way, right? And when she sets her mind to something, she executes. Somebody in chat a second ago pointed out that she took her own eye, which you got to be pretty bold to do that. She has been very demanding of the people surrounding her. She has, when Xavier tried to shoo her away from the Foundation, she absolutely did not listen. So we've got a strong-willed, if misguided lady on our hands. I'll be very interested to see what the audience thinks she should do.
Right, me too, audience. Let us know what you're leaning towards. But Rachel really does put the I in leadership.
Yes.
I think I was gonna say she puts the I in teamwork, but I don't think there's no I in teamwork. Duh.
Correct. That is why that saying exists. Whispering in our ear, there is a me though.
Duh! Oh my lord!
But hey, in exciting news, folks, you may or may not know this, but Genvid is absolutely no stranger to the Webby Awards and Silent Hill Ascension. Production, if you wouldn't mind throwing up the graphic. Silent Hill Ascension has been nominated for Best Features. So please go to the, you can go to genvid.com/Webby or find the link in the top right of the front page. You'll need to log on to the Webby platform and make an account to vote for us in the Webbies. Cheese Rainbow says, already voted, ladies. Cheese Rainbow, that's why you're my favorite. So please go on and vote. It is a community vote. I believe The Last Mile also won a Webby, so we'd be honored to win again. We're no strangers, so please do us the honor so we can have some fun emojis in our Slack chat and celebrate. And you'll make Jacob very happy, as as you should always strive to, even if you're not like us employed here at GenVid. But hey, this is super exciting. We love awards. We love being nominated for things, and it's just cool to be recognized. The whole team works super, super hard. So thank you for everybody who was responsible to the features that were nominated. It's truly some incredible work happening behind the scenes here. So yay! Good vibes.
I'm really excited. And yes, Last Mile, The Walking Dead Last Mile did win a Webby. So it would be very nice, for our little trophy collection. But no, thank you so much, everybody, for if you already voted, if you're gonna vote, we love you, we appreciate you, and we will judge you nonetheless. So let's start wrapping up here. We had a lot going on today, Layla. We had a lot going on. We had basically Eric, using that gun against people coming for his daughter. We have Astrid confronting the monster, as y'all chose, by the way. Good on you. She confronted it. Maybe not the best result, but she's gonna make a sandwich for the little boy. But anyway, make sure to go to the Webby Awards link. Cast a vote if you will. We would really, really appreciate it. And production, if you can please show the next show graphic.
Leonardo says hashtag vote for aunties, and that's right. Vote for the tugboat. Oh God, what was our band name that I came up with? Captain Eduardo and the Judging Aunts. That is our touring band that will be on tour after Ascension wraps.
That's such a great name. So yes, be sure to vote for Tugboat Eduardo and the Judging Aunts. So the next show, the pre-show, it will be on Friday. We have our pre-shows on 5:40 p.m. Pacific time on Mondays, Wednesdays, Fridays. The show, a new episode of Silent Hill Ascension every weekday at 6 p.m. Pacific time. And we have on Friday an interview with Vilma Rachel.
Woo!
So be sure to be here for that. I was actually really excited to meet her. I think you're all gonna be in for a treat. So Layla, any parting words?
Yeah, interviewing the voice actors truly has been a wonderful treat. We're so glad that they're open to doing it, and we're so glad to be able to have them. Looking forward to the conversation with Wilma, but otherwise, everybody, thank you for joining us for Chaos Wednesday. Stay foggy out there. We'll see you on Friday.